Hello everyone and welcome back to another Stock Talk video. I want to show you assets and stocks that are in the very beginning stages of an uptrend or either about to uptrend or just beginning the uptrend. That's what I want to present to you during these stock talks. And then also give my analysis on stocks that are very hyped and very popular right now, like Tattooed Chef. In today's video, we're going to go over 6 stocks, but before we do that, let's look at last week's watch list. Starting with SBE Switchback Energy. It pretty much followed what I said it was going to do. We saw some resistance right here, and then it dipped down, and I said it was hopefully going to rebound back in this area. We haven't seen a recovery yet. On Friday, we got a thin green candle on the 4-hour, but that shows that there's indecision, so we're still waiting on for a recovery, and we'll see if it breaks through this channel here and goes to the downside. But we'll see if it bounces back up here. They're slowing down on the MACD. Momentum to the downside is slowing down, but it's still there. We are in the undervalue area for the RSI. So be sure to watch for a bounce here in this area or a continued drop. It may also obviously go to a sideways price action, but keep your eye out on this one. Next we have Tattooed Chef. It looks like we may find support here at the $23 zone. Hoping for this one have a bounce back and retest this $27 zone. We got rejected up here like we stated last week. This definitely is a line of resistance. We did get a small green candle here on Friday. But again, no confirmation of an uptrend yet. So keep your eye out on this $23 zone. Hopefully we do not break it to the downside, because then I believe the next level would be around the 20s. I believe the next line of support would be in this zone right here. So watch for this area next week and see if we get a bounce back into the upside to retest this $27 zone. Looking at run, it looks like we have found support on the $79 zone. We did get a break of the SMA, but then it went back down because the market was a little iffy on the 22nd, but it did recover. I'm waiting for this to break the SMA again and see if we go back and retest this $95 zone, and hopefully we can break through it. But we have not yet got a confirmation to the upside yet. This is, right now, I would describe this as sideways trading, but it's really early to tell for sure where this is going. And going to ARK, it looks like we might be losing a little steam when we are currently on the downwards momentum on the MACD. The price action isn't too bad right now, but it looks like we might have some sideways price action. Good possibility for next week, or it could totally ignore that and then just bounce back up. Looking back at the past, we see this a couple times in the price action, and if it does go to downside, I don't believe it will go lower than the 135. I expect it to possibly ignore this MACD, bearish MACD, and then go slightly to the upside or go sideways. And if it does break down, I'd be quite surprised if it breaks past the $135 zone, but keep your eye on that. Now moving on to NIO. NIO looks pretty good right now. Looks like we started a uptrend possibly. It's really early, but it's looking good. If we look back, these big candles right here and over here on this last upward trend, this was a very small one and then did some sideways price action. But it looks promising right now. The MACD has not yet gone into bullish convergence yet, but it looks like it's about to, but we have not gotten confirmation on the MACD. Even though we got, usually though, however, keep in mind that the price action will give you a buy signal usually before the MACD. RSI is in the fair value zone. It's not quite oversold yet. So if we continue the upside, it's hard to say how much it will go, because there's no real other price action to compare it to, because we're at pretty much almost the all-time high being around $66. It's hard to predict how much this will go. It can hopefully go to 70. That would be nice, but that has yet to be seen. But definitely keep your eye on this. It's still early. Hopefully on Monday, tomorrow, we get some more green candles to the upside and confirming a upwards trend. Moving on to Lemonade, we got a little bit of sideways price action here. However, we did get a small green candle that went through the SMA, but it's still too early to call saying it's an uptrend or start of an uptrend, but I will definitely keep an eye out on Monday and Tuesday for this one. MACD is not in bullish convergence yet. RSI is riding this 50 zone, so it's technically undecided, technically sideways price action like I just stated. So no confirmation on this, but keep your eye on this one. I definitely watching it with the hawk's eye to see where this thing goes, because it obviously has been on a tear to the upside for quite some time, since about early November. It's in general in an uptrend. Keep your eye on this one again to see if it breaks out to the upside. Now looking at Fiverr, very similar situation. Got a little sideways price action. MACD is not in bullish convergence yet. RSI is also going sideways on the 50, right in the 50 zone. However, it in general is going to the upside, and I am waiting again to see if there's a little breakout. Now looking at Upwork, we talked about this last week. I thought it was going to actually dip a lot more than it did. We mostly got small dip and sideways price action. It looks like it's possibly in the early stages of an uptrend, possibly. Waiting for another green candle or two on the 4 hour, at least for me, to see what happens. So I'll be watching tomorrow on Monday. I was expecting a sideways channel, just bounce there, boom, boom, boom. That's what I was expecting, but we did not get that right now. So keep your eye out and see if we get any more green candles to the upside. This is possibly a beginning of an uptrend. MACD is about to go bullish, but however it's very flat, it looks like. Not a lot of momentum, and RSI is also in the fair value zone, but not very volatile right now. And finally, PBW, and I'm going to include TAN. They're both clean energy ETFs. There's some difference, but they mostly mirror one another, as you can see by just comparing the two. There's very similar. We'll go with PBW. I thought I was going to do a much bigger dip, but it did not. It recovered quickly, and we are getting some green candlesticks. So this is possibly the beginning of a uptrend again, another run. Looks like the MACD is about to go bullish again. RSI is about to go to overbought. Right now it's fair value, so we'll see how this opens up tomorrow. Also real quick, looking at TAN, very similar. Took a dip, a little bit bigger of a dip, but then looks like it recovered again. Looks like a possible beginning of an uptrend, so keep your eye on that. This one has already gone bullish on the MACD, and RSI is still in the fair value zone, but if it goes up, it will obviously be in the overbought zone after it passes this 70 area zone. So definitely keep your eye out on this one. Alright everyone, I hope you liked this video. If you like what you see here, please like and subscribe. And with that, till next time, thank you.